A party is a gathering of people who have been invited by a host for the purposes of socializing, conversation, recreation or as part of a festival. A party will typically feature food and beverages, and often music and dancing or other forms of entertainment. Some parties are held in honor of a specific person, day, or event, such as a birthday party, a Super Bowl party, or a St. Patrick unregistered trademark Day party. Parties of this kind are often called celebrations. A party is not necessarily a private occasion. Public parties are sometimes held in restaurants, pubs, beer gardens, nightclubs or bars, and people attending such parties may be charged an admission fee by the host. Types of parties: birthday party. A birthday party is a celebration of the anniversary of the birth of the person who is being honored. The tradition started in the mid-19th century but didn't become popular until the mid-20th century. Birthday parties are a feature of many cultures. In Western cultures, birthday parties include a number of common rituals. The guests may be asked to bring a gift for the honored person. Party locations are often decorated with colorful decorations, such as balloons and streamers. A birthday cake is usually served with lit candles that are to be blown out after a birthday wish has been made. The person being honored will be given the first piece of cake. While the birthday cake is being brought to the table, the song Happy Birthday to You, or some other birthday song is sung by the guests. At parties for children, time is often taken for the gift opening wherein the individual whose birthday is celebrated opens each of the gifts brought. It is also common at children's parties for the host to give parting gifts to the attendees in the form of goodie bags. Children and even adults sometimes wear party hats at a birthday party. Birthday parties are often larger and more extravagant if they celebrate someone who has reached what is regarded in the culture as a milestone age, such as transition from childhood to adulthood. Examples of traditional coming-of-age celebrations include the North American Sweet 16 party and the Latin American Quince era. Surprise party. A surprise party is a party that is not made known beforehand to the person in whose honor it is being held. Birthday surprise parties are the most common kind of surprise party. At most such parties, the guests will arrive an hour or so before the honored person arrives. Often, a friend in on the surprise will lead the honored person to the location of the party without letting on anything. The guests might even conceal themselves from view, and when the honored person enters the room, they leap from hiding and all shout, "Surprise!" For some surprise birthday parties, it is considered to be a good tactic to shock the honored person. Streamers, silly string, and balloons may be used for this purpose. Evidence of a party, such as decorations and balloons, are not made visible from the exterior of the home, so that the honored person will suspect nothing. Dinner party. A dinner party is a social gathering at which people eat dinner together, usually in the host unregistered trademark's home. At the most formal dinner parties, the dinner is served on a dining table with place settings. Dinner parties are often preceded by a cocktail hour in a living room or bar, where guests drink cocktails while mingling and conversing. Wine is usually served throughout the meal, often with a different wine accompanying each course. At less formal dinner parties, a buffet is provided. Guests choose food from the buffet and eat while standing up and conversing. Women guests may wear cocktail dresses. Men may wear blazers. At some informal dinner parties, the host may ask guests to bring food or beverages. A party of this type is called a potluck or potluck dinner. In the United States, potlucks are very often held in churches and community centers. Cocktail party. A cocktail party is a party at which cocktails are served. It is sometimes called a cocktail reception. Women who attend a cocktail party may wear a cocktail dress. A cocktail hat is sometimes worn as a fashion statement. Tea party. In Anglo-American culture, a tea party is a formal gathering for afternoon tea. These parties are traditionally attended only by women, but men may also be invited. Tea parties are often characterized by the use of prestigious tableware, such as bone china and silver. The table, whatever its size or cost, is made to look its prettiest, with cloth napkins and matching cups and plates. In addition to tea, larger parties may serve punch or, in cold weather, hot chocolate. The tea is accompanied by a variety of easily managed foods. Then sandwiches such as cucumber or tomato, bananas, cake slices, buns, and cookies are all common choices. Receptions. Receptions are parties that are designed to receive a large number of guests, typically at prestigious venues such as Buckingham Palace, the White House or government houses of the British Empire and Commonwealth. The hosts and any guests of honor form a receiving line in order of precedence near the entrance. The guest is announced to the host who greets each one in turn as he or she arrives. Each guest properly speaks little more than his name and a conventional greeting or congratulation to each person in the receiving line. In this way, the line of guests progresses steadily without unnecessary delay. After formally receiving each guest in this fashion, the hosts may mingle with the guests. Refreshments at a reception may be as minimal, such as coffee or lemonade, or as elaborate as those at a state dinner. Dances and balls. A dance is a social gathering at which the guests dance. It may be a casual, informal affair or a structured event, such as a school dance or a charity ball. Dances usually take place during the evening. An afternoon dance is formally known as a tea dance. Some dances feature specific kinds of dancing, such as square dancing. A ball is a large formal party that features ballroom dancing. Women guests wear ball gowns. Men wear evening dress. Block party. A block party is a public party that is attended by the residents of a specific city block or neighborhood. These parties are typically held in a city street that has been closed to traffic to accommodate the party. At some block parties, attendees are free to pass from house to house, socializing, and often drinking alcoholic beverages. Showers. A shower is a party whose primary purpose is to give gifts to the guest of honor, commonly a bride-to-be or a mother-to-be. Guests who attend are expected to bring a small gift, usually related to the upcoming life event, like getting married or having a baby. Themed games are a frequent sight during showers as well. As a gift-giving occasion, it may not properly be hosted either by the guest of honor or the close relatives of the guest of honor, as requesting gifts from friends for a near relative is seen as either greedy or begging. Costume or fancy dress party. At a masquerade ball, guests wear masks to conceal their identities. Guests at a costume party or a fancy dress party wear costumes. These parties are sometimes associated with holiday events, such as Halloween and Mardi Gras. Christmas caroling party. In English and American culture during the Christmas season, it is traditional to have a Christmas caroling party. People go from door to door in a neighborhood and sing Christmas carols. In Spain, this type of party is called El Aguinaldo. It's the same as in England and the United States, but the only difference is that the kids who sing the carols are given tips. Christmas songs are called villancicos in Spain. They are mainly sung by children at small parties. Some popular Christmas carols are We Wish You a Merry Christmas, Deck the Halls, The 12 Days of Christmas, Frosty the Snowman, Jingle Bells, Silver Bells, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and Oh Holy Night. Parties for teenagers and young adults. Dance parties are gatherings in bars or community centers where the guests dance to house music, techno music, or disco. The music for dance parties is usually selected and played by a disc jockey. A spin-off of dance parties, the rave involves dancing to loud house music, techno music, or industrial music. Rave parties may be attended by as few as a score of people in a basement or, more likely, by a few hundred people in a club, to as many as thousands in a large warehouse, field, or even tens of thousands in a sporting arena, amusement park, or other large space. A house party is a party where a large group of people get together at a private home to socialize. House parties that involve the drinking of beer pumped from a keg are called keg parties or a Euro keg as a Euro. These parties are popular in North America, the United Kingdom, and Australia and are often attended by people under the legal drinking age. Sometimes, even older partygoers run afoul of the law for having provided alcoholic beverages to minors. Arrests may also be made for violating a noise ordinance, for disorderly conduct, and even for operating Early Blind Peak an establishment that illegally sells alcoholic beverages. Outdoor parties include bush parties and beach parties. Bush parties are held in a secluded area of a forest, where friends gather to drink and talk. These parties are often held around a bonfire. Beach parties are held on a sandy shoreline of a lake, river, or sea, and also often feature a bonfire. A pool party is a party in which the guests swim in a swimming pool. School-related parties for teenagers and young adults include proms and graduation parties, which are held in honor of someone who has recently graduated from a school or university. Singles dance party and mixer. A singles dance party and mixer is a party which is organized for people who are not married and who want to find a partner for friendship, dating, or sex. Usually a mixer game is played, to make it easy for people to meet each other. For example, each guest may be given a card with an inspiring quotation on it. The game is to find someone of the opposite sex who has the same quotation. Couples who have matching cards may be given a small prize. These parties are sponsored by various organizations, both non-profit and for-profit. Fundraising party. A fundraising party, or fundraiser, is a party that is held for the purpose of collecting money that will be given to some person or to some institution, such as a school, charity, business, or political campaign. These parties are usually formal and consist of a dinner followed by speeches or by a presentation extolling whatever the money is being raised for. It is very common to charge an admission fee for parties of this kind. This fee may be as high as several $1,000s, especially if money is being raised for a political campaign. Graduation party. In some places, parties to celebrate graduation from school, college or university are popular. Marriage-related parties. Bridal shower, bachelor party, bachelorette party, wedding reception, divorce party, housewarming party. A housewarming party may be held when a family, couple, or person moves into a new house or apartment. It is an occasion for the hosts to show their new home to their friends. Housewarming parties are typically informal and do not include any planned activities other than a tour of the new house or apartment. Invited family members and friends may bring gifts for the new home. Welcome party. A welcome party is held for the purpose of welcoming a newcomer, such as a new club member, a new employee, or a family's new baby. Farewell party. In many cultures, it is customary to throw a farewell party in honor of someone who is moving away or departing on a long trip. Retirement parties for departing co-workers fall into this category. Cast party. A cast party is a celebration following the final performance of a theatric event, such as a play, a musical, or an opera. A party of this kind may also be held following the end of shooting for a motion picture or after the Sony unregistered trademark's final episode of a television series. Cast parties are traditionally held for most theater performances, both professional and amateur. Invited guests are usually restricted to performers, crew members, and a few others who did not participate in the performance. Pre-party. A pre-party is a party that is held immediately before some event, such as a school dance, a wedding, a birthday party, or a bar mitzvah. These parties are usually of short duration and sometimes involve getting ready for the event. Guests usually leave at the same time and arrive at the event together. After party. An after-party is a party that is held after a musical or theatric performance or after some other event, such as a wedding or a school dance. Guests are usually limited to friends of the host. Parties on special days. Parties associated with religious events. Famous parties, exotic erotic ball, Burning Man, Full Moon Party, Lollapalooza, Nuit Blanche, Woodstock Festival, Soul Clap and Dance Off. Miscellaneous parties. Game party. A social gathering during which the guests play party games or board games. LAN party. A party that involves multiplayer computer games and uses a local area network. Party plan. A form of direct selling, in which a party is used to sell products. Political house party. A party that is hosted in a private home for the purpose of supporting a particular candidate, political party, or ballot measure, or to share information and opinions about an upcoming election. Sleepover party, also called a pajama party or slumber party. A party for which the guests are invited to stay overnight at the home of the host. These parties are usually for teenagers or young children. Toga party. A party in which the guests wear togas. Gallery. See also. References. Bibliography, Tongue, Jennifer. In-Style Parties, The Complete Guide to Easy, Elegant Entertaining. New York, Meltra Media, Incorporated. ISBN A978-1-932994-11-7A.